6 years ago, I was in Iran. Now I'm living in Istanbul, Turkey. Next year, nobody knows where I'm gonna be. I don't know. How should you know? Anyway, so if you like to be with me on this journey, you can watch this video and also subscribe my channel. Hello! Welcome to my channel, Citrapy. Citrapy stands for City, Trip, and Therapy. And I created this channel because I wanted to give you the experience of going around the city, have a city tour that you can have a kind of a therapy meanwhile. And also about me, by the way, I'm Sarah and I'm from Iran originally, and I'm from Isfahan. I don't know if you ever heard about the name of this city or not, but I'm from there. It is a city full of history and full of culture, I can say that, and very delicious desserts, by the way. So I was living there till 2013, and I was an English teacher. I started learning English when I was 8, and it was a very long journey for me. And I started teaching English when I was like 17 years old, 18 years old, and I was a teacher for 13 years. Then in the middle of being a teacher and studying in the university and this kind of stuff, by the way, I studied English translation back that time because I thought that I have to study English as a university major to be a very good teacher, but that was wrong, by the way. Anyway, so I changed my direction, and first I studied about tourism as a tourism management. I've got the license and I started working in tourism industry in a tourism agency as a foreign seller. I was designing packages and I was selling to the direct clients. Then I realized that I like to move it forward. So I realized about the major MBA. And when I studied, I searched and this kind of stuff, that time there wasn't that much like YouTube contents that I could go through it. No, I had to search really basic. So I tried for MBA and I went to university and I studied MBA in marketing. So in 2013, I moved to another city called Rash, which is one of my favorite cities in Iran. I love Rash very much. And I stayed there for 3 years. I had really nice, days, experiences, and very wonderful memories from that city. Plus, I had very good friends there. And so my life direction is completely changed to another direction. During that time when I finished the university, I was trying to find a job. I wanted to move forward. I wanted to go to a bigger city. Of course, my hometown was a big city, one of the 5 biggest cities in Iran, but still it wasn't the whole package. So I moved to Tehran. I got a job in Tehran and I moved there, and it was really hard, but it was a very good experience. I remember back then, the first week, every day I was crying and it was very hard. Then I told myself that if you want to immigrate to another country, you have to do this. If you cannot do it right now, you can never ever immigrate to another country. You can never ever build up your life. So I wrap it up and I start a new vision. Of course, the job I've got as a first job in Tehran, I didn't like it at all because it wasn't fitting my, you know, my mood, and this, it was a very harsh job. It was like kind of a factory kind of things. I was working in their office, and their factory was about manufacturing machineries, and I didn't understand anything about it, but still it was a job. And I was working in the export-import office of them, and I was dealing with Turkey that time very much. I was dealing with the European countries, China, and these kind of countries to import some of the materials and some of the tools, and also exporting our machineries to them. Anyway, but I didn't like the job because it wasn't my kind of thing. I was looking for something different, more close to the major that I studied, because I love marketing and I love the MBA. During that job, I've got through LinkedIn, I found a job in a Marcom agency. That was a dream job. And I didn't have any hope to get employed by that company, because it's one of the top 5 agencies, advertising agencies in Iran, and especially in Tehran. But I got it. I got the job in the marketing department, and I started working there, and every day was like I was living in a dream. Everything was perfect. All the team, everybody who was working there, my manager, my colleagues, we had lots of fun there, and the job was really fitted. There was just a simple problem: salary, of course. The problem was that everything was good, the culture of the company was perfect, everything was good, but the payment of the salary was not fixed. Like, some months they were paying on 15th, some months that they are paying on 20th, some months they're paying it, so it wasn't a fixed date for paying the salaries. And for 3 years I just endured it. But after 3 years I wanted to move forward. Everything was becoming very expensive, and I had to pay rent and these kind of stuff. So I quit, and I found another job. By the way, for the first 1 month, I was living in a dorm in Tehran when I moved there. But then one of my friends were looking for a roommate, so I moved with her, and I lived with her for almost a year. Then we had like kind of a, what can I say there? Not very, discussions about the people who are coming as a guest or something like that. So we separated, and I could get a loan from a bank, just like, a bless came, and I've got my first apartment rented in a very nice area in Tehran, in Shariati Avenue, and I loved my apartment. It was a 1-bedroom apartment. It was small, but it was quite enough for me. So I bought furniture and everything for my first house, and it was really hard because I was 100% alone. And I remember the day I went to Bazaar and I bought everything. When I came home, I was so tired and I didn't know what to do that I sat in the middle of the living area and started crying. But after like half an hour of crying, I told myself, okay, that's enough, let's get to work. And then I made my first home. So I was working in my dream job, but not very good salary. I had an apartment with a very good rent in the middle of the city, the neighborhood that I love to live. So after like a couple of, almost 1 year, I had to resign. I have to quit my job and find another opportunity to get more money because my expenses are now more. So I got a job in one of the biggest tourism companies. And of course, I had the background of tourism. I had the marketing, so I've got there as a marketing manager. And I had a very good salary. Everything was good. But there is always a but. Actually, in that company, they were actually developing a website for that company for selling online tours and tickets. And the team that I was working with, they were all software engineers, like developers, UI, UX, these kind of stuff they were doing. And I really liked the job, by the way, because I got the opportunity to design a brand book, to design a brand character, all the marketing things, and it was really amazing, and it was a great experience for me. But we had a problem. There is always a but in everything. With the company owners, so all the team together we resigned and we quit. And that time I was also on the side trying to get my PhD, and I was trying to apply for the Sweden universities. And that's my cat, by the way. This is Zoe. So I was also studying for GMAT exam, and I was going to come to Istanbul to take this exam and apply for PhD. And I was hoping to go to Sweden to study PhD and continue this major that I really liked and enjoyed. Then I started to know someone, and we were going out. And then suddenly we decided to move to Turkey. Why should I come and take an exam? Let's go and move there. Like this, just like that, in 1 week. We bought a ticket, we packed our stuff, I guess my life was packed in 2 suitcases, and we came here. We came to Istanbul in 2018, December 2018. Now it's almost 6 years, and now I'm living in Istanbul, and I really, really, really love living here. And I have so many experiences here, so many days that we are on the top of the mountains, and so many days that we are on the deep down of the mountain. Sometimes the crap is here, we are 50 feet under the crap, something like that. So that's life. Some days you're going up, some days you're coming down. Anyway, so I was saying that I moved to Istanbul 2018, December. It was a very cold day, by the way. Let me tell you about a memory. I've had everything packed in 2 suitcases, and I had the very big backpack, very big one, like this size. And that time that we came, the airport was Ataturk. It wasn't this new, big, very fancy airport. So it was a very, if you travel back that time to Istanbul before 2019, 2020, you should have seen that airport. The passport check was awful. Huge lines, and you had to wait hours in the line to get to the section to check your passport and you can enter the country. So I had this huge backpack, and the person who lived here and rented me the apartment, he asked a souvenir from me, which was one of the, kind of a confectionery pastry from Iran. So I had the box like this. I had this big backpack, huge line, and very crowded, no air. It was awful. And then every 2 steps, this coming down. I was just packing up again, doing this, and again taking it 2 steps further, again the same thing happened. Suddenly, the band of this backpack just, you know, it was just like blow out like that. And I should carry this backpack, I should carry these confectionaries, and it was the most awful experience for me when I just, you know, got out of the plane. And I was so tired because the night before I didn't sleep at all, and my flight was early, so it was really going crazy, everything. So finally we finished it, we passed it, we got our suitcases. Then there was a guy came up to pick us up and take us to our apartment. He told us, let's go by bus. And I was like, oh my god, what are you talking about? What? But can you see how many suitcases, cropped backpack, this stupid, you know, pastry that I'm taking with me, like, I don't know how many hours. And now you want me to took everything and go by bus? No way. And we have to go by taxi. So it took us like an hour almost to get a taxi. And the place that we were going, it was so weird because it was night and we couldn't see anything. But in the middle of the way, I thought that, where are we? Are we just going out of the city or something like that? So I didn't pay attention. I was so tired. And then we asked the guy. He just told us that there is one store there that you can buy like pillows and blankets and this kind of stuff. So I said that, okay, for tonight we're just gonna buy this kind of stuff, we're gonna sleep, and tomorrow morning we will figure out where we are. Next morning we woke up, we didn't know where we are, and I don't know why that time I wasn't using Google Map. I had no idea. You know, maybe one of the reasons is that because in Iran we weren't used to, you know, using Google Map that much. So after 1 week, there was a shopping mall there called Marmara, I guess so, I can't remember. Anyway, so we went there, and there was some kind of a minibuses, but not very minibuses, kind of a van. They call it dolmuş here. So we took this dolmuş to go to this Marmara Park. I remember it. To Marmara Park, and we went there. And I didn't know any word in Turkish, by the way. So we went there. When we were coming back home, I saw that there is a sign that shows Istanbul that side, and I was like, what? If the Istanbul is that side, so where are the stars? So that's the first shock, that I didn't know where I am back then. Then I realized that I'm so far from the city center. I'm in a place, in an area called Esenyurt, and it's like, I guess, around 37 kilometers to the city center, which we call it like Shishli and these areas. So yeah, I was that much far. Anyway, so that was a really, you know, heartbreaking experience. Then about finding a job. The first job I got here through LinkedIn again, in a agency, advertising agency, of course, and it was very nice. I worked with them for a project as a freelancer, and I made my 1000 TL that time, and it was very big money, by the way. So it's not like now that 1,000 TL is nothing. So I was so happy. Then through one of my friends, I just introduced to a company owner, and that's how I entered to the real estate business in Istanbul. That I had no clue about it, exactly no clue about it, and that's how I started working in real estate. Through the knowledge that I had from marketing, social media, and this kind of stuff, I tried to use them in my work and make a different kind of a, you know, right now everybody's doing it, but back then it wasn't like this. So I started work on my social media, I created my Instagram page, I started to create contents, I started to do advertising, and I started working 2nd of January there, and I made my first citizenship sale in February through my own social media, and it was amazing. Anyway, so I started working this, and I've got so many experience in this field, so I'm gonna put it away, but I'm gonna use these experiences for this channel. This is how I created this channel, by the way. I had some experiences through this real estate business during these 6 years in Istanbul that makes me to go around the city to different neighborhoods, to visit different areas, the good places, bad places, benefits, I can say the pros and cons of the areas, and I can see the city in different view. That's why I had this idea to create this channel to show you Istanbul from a different perspective view. I don't know this word. Perspective. Perspective. Sorry, from different perspective. Oh my god. I wanted to show Istanbul from a different perspective. You know, when you come to Istanbul as a tourist, of course you're always going and visiting the tourist areas like Sultanahmet, like Taksim, like, I don't know, Balat, like, I don't know, Beşiktaş, what else, Bebek, and these kind of stuff, okay, these kind of areas. But when you live here, you are going to the places that mainly tourists are not going. It's basically for you that you're living here, because, okay, Taksim is very nice. I really like the area, the energy, the mood, the crowd that is always, the life is going down there. But as a person who is living here, I don't prefer to go to Taksim like every week or, I don't know, every 2 weeks. There are so many other places that I like to go and visit, and I have time to visit them. So I'm taking you with me to these areas that during these 6 years I learned about them, I know about them, and then we can see it together. Maybe next time, if you are living in Istanbul, of course, maybe you already gone to these areas, maybe not. Maybe you like to visit them. And if you are a tourist, maybe you like to visit it next time. And by the way, this is just like one parenthesis. I'm living here. You know, one of the good cultures of living in Turkey is that you have to have a pet. Okay, so this is one of the good things. Everybody I can say that not everybody, but 90% of the people in Turkey, especially in Istanbul, they have pets. Either they have cats or they have dogs. So this is part of a culture. Even on the streets that you go, you can see that lots of cats, dogs, that they are living really friendly and peacefully among the people. So pets are part of the family here, just like mine. I have 3 cats. Ashley, the big one, her name is Ashley. She's just back here. Come here, Vanilla. Come here, Vanilla. Come here. This is Vanilla. I found her 2 years ago in a park that we went for, for something, for eating food. We found her, sorry. And then she was so weak, we took her to the vet, and since 2 years ago, she's living with us. There is another one, Zoe, that she's sleeping the other side. She's all the time sleeping, and she's one of these orange cats. And we also have her like almost 2 years now, 1.5 years. She was a baby. We took her and we adopted her, actually. Also, we had Ashley, that she's here. I don't know if I can find her. We also adopted her. She's 3 years old now. So these are my 3 cats. We are living together here, and these Ashley and Zoe are very good with each other, but they are not good with Vanilla. They have problems with her. I don't know why, but they have. Anyway, so they're all the time, Zoe and Ashley, they are ganging up on her like this. So yeah, I was saying that. So as a foreigner, I have so many experiences. Some of them are very good, some of them are very hard. Most of them are very hard, I can say that. But I'm enjoying everything because this is part of a living. This is the journey of my life. So I'm gonna share this journey with you. I hope you like this type of videos. I'm trying to speak, and I'm trying to mix my experiences with the city and create some kind of an experience for you if you're looking to live here in Istanbul, if you're looking to visit Istanbul as a tourist, so you can also enjoy it. By the way, this channel is not gonna be for Istanbul only. Sometimes I travel, so I will always upload those kind of videos, those kind of vlogs. And if you like my channel, if you like the comments, what am I talking about? I cut it. Citrapy, 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 Citrapy. If you like this type of content and you like to be with me on this journey, you can subscribe my channel. You see that? You can subscribe my channel, and you can like and comment. And also, if you want to talk, because I just don't want to be a only speaker on this channel. I like to have an integration with you guys also. So please comment, and if you want to ask anything, if you have any ideas, please share them with me. And you can subscribe my channel and just tap on the bell so you can get notice when we have a new video. And come along with us during this journey.